So when I started at Barclays in September 1995, nobody had the internet.
This is the original Barclays stockbrokers site. So this was from September 95, and that's the whole site. That's a backup of the site. Everything was new. Everything that we did had to be defined, it had to be generated, it had to be built out. So how we went about building a web server, how we went about delivering mail infrastructure had to be developed and implemented as we were developing projects.
The first thing I did was I searched for the domain barclays.co.uk and barclays.com. And to my great horror, Barclays didn't own the URLs. They were in fact being cyber squatted, which means that somebody else owned both those URLs and had posted some horrible information on them. So barclays.co.uk had an image of the then CEO Martin Taylor on it with massive red horns sticking out his head. This had been drawn, sticking out his head and a horrible devil's tail. I was astonished. Interflora was the first one to sign up to the Barclays Square venture. So in 1995, you could actually go online, click on the Interflora button, and Barclays would deduct the money from your account. It was a really simple and very, very clever idea.
I attended the first meetings to understand what the requirements were, and then spent the next 7 years of my life building and running the systems that provided online banking for Barclays.
So we started to build the online bank. It did have some good functionality within it. You could check your balance, you could move money between accounts, etc.
Being able to, at moment's notice, decide that you want to go and transact in the bank without having to leave the comfort of your own home, and being able to see your statements, whether payments have gone through, whether you've been paid, and pay third parties was just transformational.
This is the original Motorola StarTAC phone. It was launched in '96. You may see a blue button there, which was known as the Barclaycard button. You press the button, it would phone into the systems we have in our data centres and read you out balance, which in its time was revolutionary.
Innovation and digital technology offers so many opportunities to remove historical barriers to banking. Building on our history of firsts and pioneering innovation, 3 years ago we didn't know we'd have the ambition now to be the most accessible and inclusive bank in the FTSE 100. We're continually looking for ways to apply thought leadership internally in terms of how customers do their banking, but then externally in terms of how we can now help others come on the journey too and share our learns.
Barclays have got a long history of doing things first, and obviously Barclays Mobile Banking, Ping It are two perfect examples of where Barclays have done something pretty groundbreaking pretty soon.
Ping It is one of the world's leading mobile money platforms. It was pretty complex to actually build, design, and execute. To take Ping It from an idea to execution in 7 months was a pretty magical thing to be a part of.
One of the best things about working for Barclays over the last 20 years with the internet is an understanding of being always on the crest of a wave.
The distributed ledger technology, which enables Bitcoin transactions, is going to be incredibly important. And Barclays are already working on that. There's a secret squirrel project going on right now with Bitcoin, and I think it's very exciting.
It's an innovative brand. It likes to invest and experiment, and has done so for the last 20 years, and I predict will do so for the next 20 years.
With this heritage married with new technologies, we're going to create an amazing future. And the beauty of it is, everybody in the organization can participate in it.